Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope this lunchtime live find everybody in good health and good spirits. I want to talk about Brian Flores, former coach of the Miami Dolphins. He coached with them for 3 seasons, and he was recently terminated. So he has filed a lawsuit against the NFL. So we're gonna go through a little bit about Mr. Flores. He's filed a discrimination lawsuit against the NFL in two teams, which will be the New York Giants, three teams, I'm sorry, New York Giants, Denver Broncos, and the Miami Dolphins. Flores had two winning seasons, like I said before, during his 3-year tenure in Miami. It all started from an accidental congratulatory text message from New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick that was meant for Brian Daboll, allegedly. Flores found out 3 days prior to the interview with the New York Giants that Brian Daboll was hired per the text message. So Flores claims in a lawsuit that the interview with the Giants was a ruse and that the team could demonstrate falsely in the compliance with the Rooney Rule. So the Rooney Rule was instituted in 2003 in an effort to increase diversity among NFL head coaching positions. Dan Rooney, the late owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, put that rule into effect so it would be equality. Good morning, Sugarfoot. How you doing this morning? So what's going on is currently out of all 32 teams, we only have one black head coach. 27 head coach employed. One out of 27 employed at the time. Right now in the NFL, one is black. With 5 teams without a head coach in a league where roughly 70% of the players are black. There are two other non-black minority coaches. One is Puerto Rican and Mexican descent, and one is a Lebanese of descent. Flores stated he felt similar pressures that black people feel in all kinds, not just in all fields, not just football, that we have to do more, that we have to be better, that we have to be exceptional just to stay on a level playing field. So the NFL, which is weird to me that they released a statement saying that the litigation was without merit. I disagree. I'm gonna tell you my feelings in a minute. So then you also have former Cleveland Browns coach Hugh Jackson is set to meet with Flores attorneys to bring up claims against the Cleveland Browns. Says during the 2016 and 2017 seasons where the Browns went 1-31, alleging the owner, Jimmy Haslam, financially incentivized tanking for better draft position. Also, Brian Flores, when he's suing the Denver Broncos, allegedly that those two owners, the owner's GM or whatever, came to the interview an hour late. How you doing, Brooklyn, New York boy? They came to the interview an hour late, and they were a little drunk. So my thing is, you're gonna disrespect me by coming to an interview an hour late, and then you are drunk. So you're that passive about my time, and about the presence of the interview. So the New York Giants, with that text that hold on, y'all, let me put a little heat in here because it's getting a little cold in Texas. Sorry about that. So you're gonna waste my time, and you're gonna disrespect me by coming an hour late. Hey Cassie, how you doing today? So with the New York with Miami, so he's accusing the owner. Brian Flores is accusing the owner of offering to pay him top dollar to throw some games, and he didn't. He said that that's not his character, so he didn't do it. So that's probably why allegedly that he was fired from this season after being there 3 seasons. He only had one losing season. So another thing is he's suing New York because New York kind of wasted his time. So when Bill Belichick the text went, I'm gonna paraphrase the text messages that they have. So it's Brian Flores, the guy that's pictured, and then you have Brian Duval, that's a Caucasian American. So Bill Belichick have worked with both of these gentlemen. So what he did was he went and ear to the street or whatever, he found out that the Giants had already picked a man. So he sent out a text and he sent it to the wrong Bryant. He sent it to the one that's pictured, Brian Flores, and he said, I see you, I'm paraphrasing now. I see that you up and running or something. It was something similar to the fact. You're like congratulating him on getting the job. So Brian Flores texts back and said, you heard something? And he was like, yeah, you the New York Giants job. Now how he's way in Boston and he knows what's going on and he's not even the owner, but I mean that's how they do. Oh, okay, I need to come up, so I'm sorry. Hold on. Well, I don't know. I would have to go. Okay, that's better, so I can come up since y'all already seen it. So I was hiding, Cassie. So put my little light on. There we go. Put B in the picture. I got on my pink today. So where was I? Where was I? Now you know I'm see now. Oh, so the text. So he texted him. He said, "Did you hear something? Did you hear something?" And he texts back and he said, "Yeah, the New York Giants job." And he was like, that's strange because my interview is not until 3 days." So basically, that was a sham. So my thing is, he went on to the interview when he knew he already had got this text that said this man already had the job. So then days later, I don't know how many days actually happened, they named Brian Duval the candidate. So my thing is, you wasting my. I would feel some kind of way too, and I think he has a lot of merit for filing this lawsuit. The only thing I hope that I know he's a top candidate for the Houston Texas job, and he's a top candidate for the New Orleans Saints job. So I hope the Texans go ahead and hire him. They don't blackball him. So basically, what a lot of people want is change, and we will never get that kind of change until our people are sitting in those owner seats. But it's like a fraternity, and they don't let us in, and they vote who they want to have a team. It's not like the NBA. And I'm not sure I think Major League Baseball may have some black owners or co-owners or something like that. So is very strange. And so after he told Belichick that my interview is not until 3 days, Belichick was, oh shit, I fucked up or I messed up. I messed that up. And you offer your apologies, but you really just showed me that I was gonna either have a Zoom meeting that was gonna waste my time, or I was gonna fly there, even though they fly the coaches there, all expense. But still, that's a waste of my time when you know you already got your guy. But because of the quota is when a vacant head coach position is available, you have to interview 2 African American candidates. So you're fulfilling your quota, but you had no intentions on giving this man a job. So they say he's very good, and hopefully my Texans give him a job. And I wanted to come share that. I had a little break. I said I'm trying to get my little 500, so I'm trying to come up here with a little more content, give y'all a little bit more visibility of me. And so I kind of like put a little study into this story last night. And I know um yeah, it is. It's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. So I'm not sure if Hugh Jackson's going to be able to get on the bandwagon in this lawsuit. And it's probably going to be once he get it started. And I hope that, like I say, I hope that nothing happens with him being able to be hired. But he said that he wants change. He's willing to sacrifice not being able to coach again because he has 2 sons and a daughter, and he wants change for his kids, and he wants to be the one to stand up for change. And I commend him for it, but I hope that they don't be. What's up, Doug? How you doing? Be careful out there driving. Um, and I'm doing okay, Brooklyn, New York, boy. I know you had asked. So hopefully they don't blackball him. They let him. I hope so too, Cassie. I hope that they go ahead still hire him, because my thing is he's suing the NFL. So you kind of like, you're not suing, you literally suing your boss, but you're not suing your boss because you're not going to work for those three teams that you named in the lawsuit. And I think they said a lot of other teams probably was named. So I'm not sure. I was hearing, I was just like reading on Twitter. So I think they were saying that maybe the Texans had been named because we just had a black coach. We fired him. But to me, he was 61 years old, and I think he really was a placeholder for last year because we really couldn't get the person we wanted. It don't make the bed any softer, but they paid him. I think he's still being paid for 2 years. So hopefully, but you're gonna see a lot of. It's gonna be a big scandal. I bet you any kind of money is something that I'm gonna keep covering. I'm gonna keep bringing to y'all because I bet you once the ball get rolling, it's gonna roll like tumbleweed in the wild wild west. It's gonna keep rolling. It's gonna keep collecting, and it's gonna get bigger, and it's gonna get bigger, and it's gonna get bigger. All the scams are gonna be coming out, where you're gonna see where they were told to tank so they could get the number one pick. You're gonna see where they was hearing stuff, but they're gonna have to have proof, because the burden of proof goes on Brian Flores because he's bringing a lawsuit. So that's why the NFL is trying to say he don't have no merit. But one piece of merit is that text message, because why did you text me and say congratulations, and the interviewing process wasn't even over? Exactly. He may now have a target on back where people will be scared to work with him in the future. I agree. And then he's suing. So I want my team to pick him up. I mean, I commend him, doing what he have to do, because they do need to change it. And hopefully this owner in Miami, the Miami Dolphins owner, I had wrote his name down, but they say allegedly he has some kind of, I don't know if it's like not an app, but he's connected with some kind of gambling thing. I don't know if he invented it or whatever's going on with that. But so by him telling his head coach to tank, and then you involved with some kind of gambling allegedly, that don't look good. That look like you're throwing games and you're fixing games for profit. So a lot of I know Stephen A. Smith quoting him. He was saying that if that's the case, then that owner needs to relinquish his rights as an owner. It is. It's definitely going to get bigger. You're gonna see people that's probably out of the league coming in, because it's in federal court, so it's a class action lawsuit. It's gonna get bigger. Yeah, be safe out there, dude. That's what happened to Colin Kaepernick and the kneeling. What started small is now a huge thing. Right. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about the Colin Kaepernick. What's up, Avil? You been treating me kind of funny, girl. How you feeling? I'll be seeing you in other chats and you won't even talk to me. And I'll be missing your lives. How you doing? I hope you've been feeling okay. So, Cassie, I'm gonna tell you my feelings on the Colin Kaepernick thing. This is me, and y'all may disagree with me. Colin Kaepernick has a bigger platform no matter what. Now, I watched a tiny bit of his Netflix special, and I need to watch the rest. And I think after this, I may watch it and I may come and talk about it. Because I have to find me something, to keep me busy and have something to come in here and talk to y'all about, just, how we just shoot the shit, but then just talk about some topics. And y'all know I love sports. So my thought on Colin Kaepernick, I feel that he had a big enough platform to express how he felt. He did not have to bring it to his workplace. Colin Kaepernick was a quarterback. He has his own platform. That is not his platform. At that time, yeah, he's the star quarterback and he's the star on the stage, but that was not his platform. His platform was to come, and I'm not saying that you just come there to throw the ball. You could make a statement. You could still look at what LeBron and all them did. They wore black in solidarity. They did other things. You can't be, when it's something where you can't be disruptive. It's the same way if I work for you, Cassie, and I had an agenda. I'm mad because of police brutality with George Floyd, but I come to your workplace and I disrupt your workplace with my agenda. That's not right. And I may feel like this because I'm older, but that's how I see it. I feel like he had a platform. He could have got that same message out there big and bold and not been blackballed. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't have said it. I just felt like he shouldn't have said it and did it there. And because his platform, it's not like he's small like us. He had a bigger platform, and he could have took it, and he could have just been on Twitter saying how he felt. He could have been, because these athletes say and do whatever they please now. It's not like they not really getting suspended for their thoughts and views. LeBron said they be all dipping and dabbing in politics and stuff like that. So that's what I was saying. So I'm glad that you kind of understand what I'm saying. So I'm not saying he was wrong. I just felt like that wasn't the proper place to take it. Right, Sugarfoot? Because my thing is he had a platform. He could have got on Twitter. He could have had rallies. He could have had everything outside of his work. He was there to play football. He wasn't there to kneel, bring anything political, racial, or anything. Now, if you get into, and if that's how you feel, you get on the players board and then you say, let's strike change. Because now if you see on the back of their helmets, it's make change, inspire change. In the back of the end zones, there's something about equality and all that. And he still don't have a job. And this man is capable of playing football. He still don't have a job. Like Cam Newton. Cam Newton barely got a job. Cam Newton barely got a job. Let me see what she said. Thank you, Cassie. Hello, I hope and believe it will start a movement. Folks' eyes are open to the NFL and their shady ways and are sick of it. It's a sport with a large percentage of black players, but not head coaches. Correct. Head coaches, GMs. We ain't talking about just the head coaches because they giving us head coaches job now. But right now you only have one. Head coaches, GMs. But we talking about we want to sit at the table. We want to be an owner. But let me tell you how that works. What is it? Black old fee beauty. I'm gonna call you Miss Beauty. So I'm gonna tell you how that works. They are a collective group of old white men, and they don't want change. And like I was talking to one of my clients, he's a police officer this morning. I was cutting his hair. I was saying, if you look at the owners in the NFL, nobody has sold a team. They'll move, but nobody sells a team. When you die, they will it off to somebody else. And so it always stays in the family. It's always generational wealth. Those old white men, one time, I have to look it up what year, but Trump applied to be an NFL owner and they denied him. So if they'll deny somebody with big money like what Trump had, collateral, big money, whatever he had at the time, what you think they'll do with us? If we come to the table, if it was a Jay-Z and a some of our top black celebrities wanted to put in collectively and buy a team, I think is where would they buy it? Out of the 32, those are already owned. Those are billionaire owners. One thing I did learn, so you know how y'all see how LA just got a new stadium and they're sharing their stadium with the not the Raiders, because the Raiders moved. They sharing it with San Diego, the Chargers. So you see how they got SoFi Stadium and they having the Super Bowl there. You see how Las Vegas would move their team and they had a stadium like that. So what I read this a long time ago. What the owners do, like just say it's me, Cassie, Doug, Miss Beauty, and Brooklyn, New York boy. We all owners. Everybody that's in here, if I miss somebody, I think I got everybody. So we all owners. It's you scratch my back and I scratch your back. So what I'm gonna do, I put into you building your stadium, even though that ain't my state and my city, I still put into you building your stadium. When you build your stadium, once it start getting revenue and getting profit, you kick back into. So it's like the rich just steady getting richer. So that's what they do. So it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity, and they don't let us in. Like I tell, like the Deshaun Watson situation. I'm upset that he went out of Houston, but on one hand, because that's my fan, I'm talking as a fan. On the other hand, I'm glad as a black man he's standing up for himself. But Deshaun Watson, these young athletes want it like the NBA. It would never be like the NBA because we have black co-owners in the NBA. And if I go research, we may have black owners, and this is a good story to talk about. We in the third day of, Black History Month. And, I do want to, bring stories. I don't want to bring a lot of stories because I do the news with Armin Brown. So one thing about it, what's up, Vibrant? How you doing this morning? So that's what I was saying about Kaepernick. But what Miss Beauty said, that is so true. We need change. We need GM jobs. We need, and I'm gonna tell y'all another thing that I talk about with my clients all the time. If you watch football and you pay attention to the ceiling for a white quarterback versus a black quarterback, our ceiling is so much higher. They don't take mistakes from us so much, and they put everything into them. They can be old, broke down, and they will still invest in them. I'm gonna give you some examples. Look at Jacoby Brissett. That was a quarterback for, and I know y'all might not know, but I know football. I love football. Jacoby Brissett was a backup quarterback behind Andrew Luck when Andrew Luck had been taking too many hits and too many injuries. He upped and retired. Jacoby Brissett was the backup, so they had no choice but to use him. My thing is, he's a black guy. Why not develop him, pour into him, develop him, and let him be your leader? But what you do, you go let Jacoby Brissett out. No, Jacoby stayed that year. You go and get broke down Phillip Rivers from the San Diego Chargers. When y'all got into the playoffs, the wild card or one of the playoff games, he needed to throw a Hail Mary to win the game, and he couldn't even throw a 20 to 30-yard pass. The ball just fell down. But okay, so you feeling me? You feeling me, Miss Beauty? You feeling me? Give me jump off camera for a hot second. Drink some water. All right, I'm back. So you feeling me? You may know what I'm saying. So then you had Joe Flacco was a quarterback out there with the Baltimore Ravens. He won a Super Bowl with them, but he didn't win it on his own merit. I mean, it's the whole team, but that Ray Lewis and that defense won that Super Bowl. So back last season, you got not Justin Fields, you got the boy from Houston, the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. I can't call his name. Jalen. You got Jalen out there. Instead of just giving him the keys to the team, you make him compete with old broke down Joe Flacco. Because our ceiling is so high when they ceiling is right here. They can make mistakes. They'll invest in them. Look at Carson Wentz. They didn't trade him from Philly. He's out there with the Colts. He didn't do anything. You look at where they'll go and invest like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins ain't done nothing since Washington got rid of him. Look at now he did do something as he got older. He could carry a team, but Fitzgerald. So I just want y'all to see how if we not out there just lighting up the numbers to be in that top 5, like a Lamar, like you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson is in that. You got Russell. Russell done won a Super Bowl. So our ceiling is high. They'll say we too short, or they'll try to switch our position to something else. At one time there were no black quarterbacks. First black quarterback, Black History fact, to win a Super Bowl was Doug Williams with the Washington Redskins. They don't. Back in the day when you watch football, you didn't see no black quarterbacks. They changed our position. They put us as receiver. They put us as a corner. They put us as a safety. They put us as a running back. They put us as anything else but the quarterback, because we can't be the leader. We can't be the head. So that's something I want y'all to take with y'all, to think about. We need change. And I applaud him. And I'm going to come back. If he get a job I'm gonna come back I'm gonna come back and keep reporting on the lawsuit if anybody else join, because like me and Cassie said, it's gonna roll like a tumbleweed, and it's gonna get bigger and it's gonna get bigger and it's gonna get bigger. I'm gonna come back if he get hired. So hopefully the Houston Texans make their decision by Friday. I know season tickets renewal goes in. I think the deadline for the discount is Friday. It's on the 4th, which is tomorrow. So hopefully we have a coach. I already put mine in, but hopefully we have a coach. And anybody that stopped in today, Miss Beauty, if you haven't subbed, please sub. I'm on my roll. I'm trying to get my community wall. Anybody that watched the replay, if you haven't subbed, please sub. You know, I'm gonna be talking. I discuss barber things. I just, I talk about the news. I just come and just talk about life sometimes. It's just a fun, laid back channel. Yes, I believe it will. I don't know that it'll be wise for them to blackball. I hope not. I hope not. One of my clients this morning said, my other client was talking, and she said, I hope that he's not being a crybaby, and just because he got fired and that one team didn't hire him, that he's blowing the whistle. I said, I'm going to tell you why he's not being a crybaby. He would be a crybaby because there's still 5 more jobs out there, even though some of them already have their designated who they're on top of their list, but he's on the top of 2 lists. It would have been a crybaby move if he would have waited till after all 5 teams have picked the coach and then he came out. He came out where there's still an opportunity for him to be a head coach in the NFL. And I hope that nobody is scared of the lawsuits and they go ahead and give him a job, because he have a right. And I think whatever team that does give him a job is going to speak a lot about them and with change and diversity, because it's going to say that they are standing. They're standing behind him. And a lot of players need to come out and support him as well. I actually subbed after hearing you talk about sports on PB's channel. I catch you from time to time, but no. Okay, I appreciate you stopping by for the first time, and thank you and welcome. Yeah, I love sports, and then one day if you click links, we can come on here and chop it up. So I may ask you this, because I may not catch you next time. Who you got for the Super Bowl? Since you say you like football, and everybody that's in here, who y'all got for the Super Bowl? I'm going with the Rams. And I'm kind of glad it's some teams that's not there. I want to see Beckham get his first ring, Cooper Kupp, because the Rams went one time, and I can't remember that guy that they just traded Stafford for. His name not hit my bell, but him, he got there and couldn't do it. But I want to see Aaron Donald get a ring. I want to see what's his name that just came from Denver. His name is not, it's right here, but it's slipping me. Von Miller. I want to see Von Miller get another ring. I want to see Stafford finally get a ring. He got somewhere. As long as he don't get in his way, long as Stafford don't get in the way, he got it. Cam Akers, he can get him a ring. Rams, I guess, although I'm pissed at them still. Who you was going for at first? Because my team ain't even make the Super Bowl. I mean, ain't even make the playoffs. We only won 4 games. Thank you, Cassie. Yeah, I love sports. When I say I could talk about, and I sit in here when the guys I'm cutting hair and I'm talking and I can name players, I'm just having a brain freeze right now. And because I play fantasy football, I didn't play this year because I said with COVID and then they getting injured so fast. Okay, you like my client that just left. She loved them Steelers. But you know what? Okay, that's another example about how black quarterbacks don't. Y'all picked up that boy from Washington that the Washington they said he was a head case, but y'all picked him up. I don't know if y'all still got him on y'all team, but y'all didn't develop him. Y'all kept going with Ben, and Ben couldn't throw a damn ball 30 yards himself. And Ben one thing I admire about Tom Brady has announced his retirement and he's going out on top. Tom Brady is still at 44 years old and be 45 this year. If the Lord say the same, he still can throw the ball. He can still throw the rock down the field. And Ben should have got out of there before. And just like Phillip Rivers, when you just can't do it no more. Peyton, I can't remember because Peyton left after that rigged Super Bowl that Cam Newton should have won undefeated. But I'm not sure. Peyton still had it a little bit. He didn't have it like Tom had it, but Peyton had it. Ben should have retired, and I think if the Steelers would have, he kind of cheated the team. Yeah, he should have been gone. That's one of my clients said that this morning, that he should have been gone after that first aura allegations came up against him. My thing is but my thing is he cheated the Steelers because one thing about y'all coach out there, he haven't had a losing season. He cheated the Steelers by knowing that he couldn't give 100%. He wasn't even giving 80, and he should have retired or he should have stepped back and let another. So I don't know who y'all gonna get. I don't know. I can't remember that. I can't call the guy's name is at the tip, but y'all got him from the Washington Redskins, and I think, but the Washington Redskins changed their name y'all to the Washington Commanders. But I've been on here 30. I'm about to I hate how they knocked the coach, but can't ride being right. They always on Tomlin. They always on Tomlin. That's another reason why Antonio Brown wanted out because he was having problems with being. He was having problems with being. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. So out here in Texas, the weather's getting ready to be bad. It's bad in Dallas. We and if y'all snowed in or if the weather's getting bad or if a freeze is coming, y'all be careful. I'm about to get on up out of here. I got like 20 minutes to grab me something to snack on before I get back rolling. So I had like a good little hour break. So I wanted to come and share something with y'all. And I appreciate you. Thank you, Cassie, for modding today. And you have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. I need to get back on here. I don't know if View is still in here. It's bad here in St. Louis. Oh, yeah. Well, you be careful. And I appreciate you for stopping in. But yeah, we supposed to get in the 20s between tonight and tomorrow. So I'm telling all my clients, don't come if you think you're going to get stuck here because you can't stay here. You're going to be sitting in your car out there in the cold because this ain't no rest stop. So I don't even want my grandson to come today because if they get stuck, they got to go home. Because I want to relax and chill out. I probably do a little work on the brain. Cassie has been dropping the link. A lot of y'all may know or may not know that I have a clothing brand called Mo Pressure Apparel. So stop by, check it out, buy a shirt, buy a pen, buy a hat, just support me. I appreciate the support. Yeah, they gotta go, Cassie. Let me give y'all a quick story. The girl that do my logs, you too, Miss Beauty. So the girl that do my logs, she say that one time the weather was real bad. And tell y'all this quick story. So there's the link. Check out my website for my clothing apparel. Thank you, Cassie. I'll give y'all this quick story, then I'm gonna get off. So she say that she was doing this lady hair. The lady was old, and my loctician, she smokes weed. So she say by the time she finished doing her hair, she's not gonna smoke while she's doing your hair. She's very professional. Her house don't smell like weed or nothing. So she say by the time it was time to go, the lady didn't have I think whoever was supposed to come get her, the lady was stuck. Say the lady stayed there for like 2-3 hours. She said, "Oh, now I'm having anxiety because I got to smoke." She say, so she went and she told the lady, she said, "Ain't no hard feelings. She's ain't no disrespect." She said, "But I have to smoke." She say, so she went and fired up, went on over there with, and the lady had a problem with her smoking. She said, she told that lady, "Look, lady, I'm off. You on my time now, and you in my house. You just happen to be stuck here." So now she say, when the weather's bad, she just cancel everybody because she had the nightmare from hell. She don't want nobody else stuck in her house. So don't forget, the saying I always close with is the biggest lie ever told is you got time. So with that being said, y'all be safe, wear your mask, be careful out there. If the weather's bad in your area, be careful. And I'll catch you on the next time. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm out.